Welcome to DNTV.TV. Today is Tuesday, October 6, 2015. I want to welcome you to our daily show, our wrap-up of domain name sales. Tip of the cap and a shout out to NameBio. If you've not subscribed to NameBio's daily market report, you want to do that at namebio.com. They'll send you a summary of each day of names that have sold on the various platforms, plus names that have sold at different times on more than one platform, so you can get an idea of the gain or loss, and then some interesting ideas going forward. So anyway, NameBio doing a great job. All the sales are dominated in quantity by the letters, the numbers. So 4 letters and 5 numbers seem to be the big trend right now. Although the prices can be drastically different. 87155, which has 2 5s at the end and no 4s, brought in $6,000 approximately. The same point, 92672, no 5s, no 8s, but had a couple of 2s, brought in $1,800. How or why each one went for that much doesn't matter. The truth is they went for that much. So that'll give you an idea what some of those names are going for. To go back to yesterday, there was an interesting name I want to talk to you about, PCCI.com, which as a 4-letter would be called a Chinese non-premium because it has a vowel in it. It went for $3,500 and looks like it was a sale to an end user. One of the things it brought up was the idea of having an I at the end isn't terrible because this company could be named PCC, or PCC could stand for something, and then the I gives you incorporated. Could also be a stock symbol or any number of things. But we thought the I at the end of this case, when I first thought about it, I thought of different companies that would be PCCI Incorporated or Petroleum Convention Consultants, and they want to shorten to PCCI. Mobile has definitely brought a desire to shorten domain names. This is different than 7 years ago, 5 years ago. We may have said, no, you don't want the abbreviation, you want the exact match keyword. Understand now that abbreviations may have come back into play as being an attribute of value that companies will pay for. They want to shorten their domain name. They want it to be easier to type in, easier for email, and easier for mobile. So NameBio does give us different sales. They had a sale, 300% was their biggest gain. You can look that one up. And then they had losses on different names of between 50 and 80%. Where the previous transaction might have been at 3,000 or 4,000, and now we have a sale at 400 or 500. Thought there was an interesting name on the list today, PO.TV or PO.TV. Either a very easy to understand word, PO, even though it doesn't mean much, at least it's easy to pronounce, or it could be PO, abbreviating something. Went for $4,300, which we thought was a pretty good value for the buyer. And if it has regular renewals, which some TVs do and some TVs don't, we think it's an especially good buy. Now, one of the things you'll notice at NameJet is they sell expired domain names, and they also sell third-party domain names. So it's hard for us to tell. But I thought there was some really good purpose domain names, names that you can use to do different things and build great websites on, that went for reasonable money. Children's Crafts at $481. Children do a lot of crafts. So for under $500, you've got, and you now own, a domain name that can lead to a great website that's easily understood to be about children's crafts. Beautynet.com. As much as we've had a bunch of the new brandables or the baby talk brandables where the name is Zuzu or Gabu or something, having net at the end is probably one of the first brandables that people went after when the internet came about. Beauty's a huge word. BeautyNet then gives you instant credibility, we think, if you're going online. $2,900, hopefully a good deal for the seller, hopefully a good deal for the buyer. News service. News service. You gotta be careful there. It does have 2 S's as it's supposed to. $900. And if you think about how important content is now, how important news content is now, to be newsservice.com, you buy yourself a heck of a lot of credibility for $900. We think this is one of the best times to be able to buy real live good domain names to use to build real live good websites. If you're coming into our business, you want to understand more about how to buy domain names in the aftermarket or in the secondary market, keep watching DNTV. Learn about domain name investing and owning a domain name at Domain University. And you can learn how you can pick up names like newsservice.com for 900 bucks. Last one I want to mention I thought was a great buy for the buyer was thevirtualoffice.com. And a lot of people say, oh, that's a 3-word name. I can't believe it went for 760 bucks. But if you're trying to build a virtual office, as so many companies are now, to be a virtual company without a physical presence, then a domain name is going to be incredibly key. And you don't have to invest in plants and signage and furniture. You have to invest in a virtual office, which means a virtual name, which means a domain name. And these people got the virtual office for 765 bucks. Hopefully they're jumping up and down, because I think that's a great name, especially if you're going to use it. Oh my gosh, trying to understand the 6 and 7 numbers. We have one here, 09000099. So you have a 7-letter domain name, went for 800 bucks. It's got only 2 different types of numbers in it, 0s and 9s. One repeats 3 times, one repeats twice at the ends. So 09000099. We also have the always popular 888s, 358-1888, went for 475 bucks. And then 5888678 went for 500 bucks. So apparently, people are buying, and we don't know if it's retail buyers saying that 500 is the most they'll pay to get this name, or if these are wholesale buyers running around to try to get the best inventory to sell later. Another interesting name for the list as you go down lower is iCopper.com at 275 bucks. We think years ago this name would have gone for 3, 5, 6,000. 2 things have happened. One, copper isn't as in demand as it used to be. And then the I word seemed to have fallen off. But if you couldn't get copper.com, one of your first derivatives or substitutes that you can buy and still be instantly identified with having a website having to do with copper is iCopper. We think of there's some new activewear out that puts copper bracelets in it and something like that. So if that's what they're using it for, 175 bucks is chump change. It's what you spend on dinner or an Uber fare, and they've got iCopper.com. Now you want to talk about brandables. Here's a true brandable. This is what I call a brandable name. Most people, a brandable name means I bought it for traffic. It has no traffic, therefore I'm going to call it a brandable name. But this is truly a brandable name, thegreenparrot.com. Now, for all I know, everyone knows what that means, or maybe it's slang for some weird urban thing, in which case I apologize if I've poisoned your mind with thegreenparrot.com. But anyway, to me, that's a true brandable. Went for 223 bucks, which means 2 things. It means someone paid 223 bucks, and someone else must have been willing to pay 213 bucks for them to be the underbidder to force the bidding up to 223 bucks. That's a brandable, the Green Parrot. Now we get all the way down the list to 150 bucks. Most of you stopped reading, didn't even go down there, and we get this great 2-word combo, mobilebuyer.com. Mobilebuyer.com. Mobile buyer. E-commerce, mobile, everything's going mobile, and someone's going to be out there selling their product or service with mobilebuyer.com, paying a whopping $156 for the domain name, paying $8 a year for hereafter, and being able to develop a website or app off mobilebuyer.com. And then this one just bears watching. I just couldn't get away without one good pun today. You wouldn't have been a dummy if you would have bought dummy.xyz for 120 bucks on Namejet. So dummy.xyz goes for 120 bucks. And we can, think of all kinds of fun stuff. But anyway, you don't have to say it twice. You hear dummy, you know how to spell it. It's dummy.xyz. So those were all the ones. And then we thought we were almost done. And we thought back to the reasons that you buy domain names. So I want to talk to you about a class that we do at domainuniversity.com talking about types of domain names that you can buy. And we'll use these vocabulary words as we talk about it. We talk about one-word names, talk about dictionary names, talk about geographical names, names of cities or places, vanity names, First and last names, Johnson, Steve, Maya, all the different names that are coming up. Being able to have the one and only person to have a first or last name.com. We talk about owning generic product categories is a great one to look out for. Action words like buy and get and grab and shop and find, either together or in two words. Nouns, any type of product you're buying, trees, pools, anything like that. And you can get into compound nouns, luxury pools, healthy trees, great gifts. You get combinations of them. Plurals are great if that's what you're going to sell on your website. So if someone's searching for a swimming pool, you might want to be swimmingpool.com. But if you're selling swimming pools, you're going to deliver it through local contractors, you might want to be swimmingpools.com. You can add suffixes and prefixes to different names. You can get names that aren't one-word dictionary words, but they're what we call 1.5-word names. Health insurance, piggy bank, where each word really goes with the second word, so much so that we call those 1.5 words. Then you get into combos, two words that go together different ways. The best way for them to go together is perfect, kind of in one direction. Then sometimes we talk about names that go together and there's a little bit of a turn in the direction that you're thinking about. One can be purpose, something plus blog, domains blog, something plus forum, name forum, something plus deals, maybe Nashville deals, city deals, great deals, crafts deals. So that's the purpose of the website plus something else. You can get descriptive. You can say best of web, best of net, best hotels. You can have pure product names, satin sheets. Then you have Geo Plus names. A lot of people will buy things like Nashville Dentist, Long Beach parties, Denver birthday parties, New York doctors. So we have all kinds of ways to buy. And not everyone is looking at all these ways at the same time. Some of them are chasing right now. L, 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 and N, 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 N. And that may be leaving opportunities in the other areas. Here you're trying to find names that you think people are going to buy in the next 3 to 5 years. Or you're trying to buy them to flip them in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Here you're most likely buying names that you want to sell to end users over the next 3 to 5 years. We thought we were doing a pretty good job of finding great names, and we missed this one yesterday. Pembina Valley. Now some of you may live in Manitoba, Canada. Apparently that's where it is. But I looked it up. They've got a tourism site. They've got a Pembina Valley online site. So you have 6 or 7 existing content sites. Seems like a nice area. Seems like some nice real estate. And someone was able to buy the pure.com for that geographic area for 117 bucks. So there's values out there. You can chase here and make money, and a lot of people are right now. We wish you well. But don't forget about the other categories that have been great over time. And sometimes buying in these categories now can create a time in the future where their hot money moves back into one of these categories, and you will have already been there with some good inventory. Anyway, that's our recommendation for today. My name is Paige Howe. Thanks for watching DNTV.TV. Comment below. Post on Facebook. Post on social media. Tell a friend. We really are going to try to do something special with DNTV. We think the domain name industry is a terrific industry, and I truly believe that there's never been a better time, except maybe when they were first giving them out, to buy domain names. Our industry has barely touched the surface that we can be. There's a whole great big world of people out there that hopefully can find out more about our industry. And that's kind of the purpose of DNTV. So thanks for watching.